First pitch of the 6th inning is in for a strike at the knees to Anthony Rizzo. Tying his career high is Urías with his 11 strikeouts through just 5 innings. This will be pitch number 82. And he fooled Rizzo for strike 2.
Well, he's got the benefit of those shadows now. The shadows in the middle of that diamond, making it a little more difficult for the hitters to pick up spin sometimes.
Tied him up, 1 away. Strikeout number 12, a new career high for Urías.
Want more stats? Just ask Siri. Who leads MLB in home runs?
We'll answer this. It's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the junior circuit, which is kind of a nickname for the American League, but these are all juniors. Vlad Guerrero Jr., Fernando Tatis Jr., Ronald Acuna Jr., 22, 22, 23 years old, and these are not just great baseball players. These are just tremendous athletes that are on display every night for the team. And Vlad went deep again today, and he leads away with 26. Here is a rocket through the left side. Baez is on with 1 out here in the 6th. Now 1 for 3.
I think Baez, as he knew he got that hit, turned back to Smith. He might have hit him on the follow-through swing. It was a rocket. He's got that big, long swing. Let's take a look and see. He swings it and gets the hit and then follows through and hits his glove and says, my bad.
Dave Roberts out of the dugout, takes the ball from Urías with wisdom coming up. 5 1/3 with a career high 12 strikeouts, but they're going to check him on his way out. His flight is boarding in Concourse D. 2-2 game here in the 6th.
You thought BMW was the ultimate driving machine, but it's also the ultimate family machine. The ultimate innovation and electric driving machine. Because it is and always will be the ultimate, can't be contained to just one thing, machine.
Why should your business go with a hybrid cloud? As a coach, my offense is nowhere without a solid line and agile, skilled players. I need the speed of a running back and the security of a lineman. A hybrid cloud approach with IBM gets your business both, so you can manage data and apps, whatever plays come your way.
Here, Coach.
When security meets agility, you're unstoppable. Bring it in, guys, bring it in, bring it in. 1, 2, 3, hybrid!
With no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, banking with Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like...
It's looking kind of chilly out today. What am I gonna wear? I think I'll go with a cardigan.
Yep, even easier than that. And with a top-rated app that lets you deposit checks and transfer money anytime, anywhere, is it really even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Wendy's only serves one kind of breakfast, a better one. So chuck your old soggy egg bitch and pick up 2 of these freshly made sandwiches at Wendy's for just $4. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's 2 for $4.
Fox Monday. It's an emoji cooking challenge.
I hate emojis.
If they get the thumbs down...
He does not know the menu, chef.
What? Gordon's head might explode.
We're running a kitchen, not a kindergarten.
Hell's Kitchen Young Guns. All new Monday on Fox.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
So Urías has a dozen strikeouts, but leaves in a 2-2 ball game.
Yeah, I know the frustration of his last 4 or 5 have kind of morphed into each other. He shouldn't be too frustrated about this outing. I know it's tough when you don't leave with the lead or put your team in a better situation, but comparatively to what he was pitching like, this is a much, much better sign for the Dodgers.
Dave Roberts called that before today's game. Joe Kelly comes in. He's got electric stuff. It's 99 and a strike to Patrick Wisdom. The electric stuff, however, has translated to a 4.5 ERA, but he can light up a radar gun, and when he's on, he is filthy.
Yeah, command sometimes an issue. He's got that electric fastball, two-seamer, and a breaking ball. It's kind of a power breaking ball. The sinker's not something Wisdom likes. He likes the four-seamer over the sinker.
In at the knees, 99 again, strike 2. We saw the umpires check Julio Urías on his way out. What I don't understand, and I'm sure there's a reason for it, but whether it's Urías or anybody, why wouldn't you check them when they come into the game or start the inning? Why would you? Who cares if he gets caught with something? He's just got it out, right?
Yeah, they've done it. They're doing periodic. They're doing periodic challenges, and you know, they do it early, and then when they come out, and the purpose of coming out would be if it's, you know, if you think I've checked you once and I'm not going to check you again,
right? And
then it's just a suspension.
Right, I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. But you're also affecting this ball game theoretically. I'm not talking about Urías.
Right.
I'm talking about whoever. But you should check them coming onto the mound, because if they're clean, well, now, okay, go to work. But
yeah, they do that in a lot of situations. I don't know what they've done today and the choices of today, but I hear you. Yeah, that's, again, I think in 2 weeks we're going to see a different version.
0-2 the count. Runner at first, 1 out. That's foul. And I'm just saying, unless, you know, something magically appears on the mound after they come in from the bullpen or back to work from the dugout, once they're checked, they're checked. I mean, he's already gotten an out here in the 6th inning. He struck out his 12th of the game. Well, if they found something, he's already gotten an out in the inning. Why wouldn't you check him on the way into the inning? Only the umpire approved Rosenbag is allowed, and if you're caught, it's 10 games with pay. Clubs cannot replace suspended player on the roster. This is the end of the first week of this. There's strike 3 on another good fastball, this time at 100 from Kelly, 2 out.
Yeah, and you mentioned it when we were talking off air. It's like the only, well, one of the downsides is not every pitcher's doing it, right? But every pitcher's getting checked. So it makes it look like every pitcher's done it. So you're trying to decipher, and we even talked with a couple managers saying, hey, I got a couple pitchers that don't do it, and they're going to be ticked if something happens where they got to lose a glove or lose a hat when they don't really have that substance.
I do want to get to Kenny as Jake Marisnick, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, tries to figure out Joe Kelly. Go ahead, run at first, 2 out. 2-2 game. And just 101 for strike 1. Kenny.
Well, Joe, I know it's not a great look having pitchers checked, and some people have raised the point that, hey, man, why are you doing this to your own players? But the players, the teams were warned before the start of the season that MLB was going to be inspecting balls and looking into this. And when the situation got even worse than it was before, the league felt compelled to act. Now, in the end, this situation going on right now, what we're seeing with the checks, can be resolved relatively easily if, one, we get a universal substance that is approved that allows for enhanced grip without enhanced performance, and 2, if we get a tackier ball similar to the one they use in Japan.
It comes out of the box or the bag, ready to go.
Yeah, it does.
0-2 the count on Marisnick. Joe Kelly skips that in there. Because Kenny is easily twice as smart as I am. Kenny, can I just ask you what the reasoning would be to check somebody on their way out of the game instead of on their way to go pitch?
I'm not sure, Joe. All I know is that the starting pitcher has to be checked at least twice per game. The relievers, other than the closer, as they go off the mound, and the closer as he comes into the game. That's how it works.
1-2 the count, 2 out. Urías is knocked out here in the 6th inning, but pitched great. Joe Kelly And has come out of the bullpen throwing fire, and now he checks on the runner at first. That's Baez. He's got 9 steals. The hitter is Marisnik. If he could pick his pitch, I'm sure trying to swipe a bag isn't the furthest thing from the mind of Javi Baez.
Yeah, one thing the Dodgers don't do well as a staff is hold runners. The Padres have been stealing all over them this year so far.
Marisnik strikes out. And the inning is over. Will he be checked? Will he be checked? Will he be checked? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, he will. Oh, yes, he will. 2-2 after 5.5. Have my glasses, my hat. You can have it all.
At the UPS store, can you believe all the ings we fit under one roof? We're here to help your small business any way we can. Every ink for small business, all in one place.
The UPS store.
Comfort in the extreme. The Lincoln family of luxury SUVs.
Movie night.
Should have been watching the stove instead.
Tell me something I don't know.
With your Farmer's Policy Perk guaranteed replacement cost, your home can be rebuilt regardless of your limits.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Why should your business go hybrid? Here's the beauty of a hybrid cloud approach with IBM. Your data, apps, and clouds all work together in concert.
There's never pressure what to do to it. Carolina Diamonds got
so you can make something that's never been heard before. I like that.
I do it for us to be exact. All the applause off of the cars, yeah, off of my...
Comfort in the extreme. The Lincoln family of luxury SUVs.
First pitch, a high strike called against Gavin Lux from Wick, who's come out of the bullpen throwing really well.
See the difference between Wick and, of course, Kelly. Kelly, you could see that the velocity is just jumping out of his hand, but the deception of Wick makes it look like it's 95, 98 to the hitters because of the angle he throws. Big, tall lefty with an unorthodox delivery and release point.
The 1 pitch is in for strike 2. Lux, then Taylor, then Pollock. Bottom 3 in the lineup coming up for the Cubs in the 7th, and a 2-2 ball game, game 3 of a 4-game set. They go at it tomorrow late afternoon, early evening again. Check swing 1-2.
See, he hasn't even really gone to his curveball. He hasn't needed. He's been kind of blowing the fastball by a lot of these hitters. The hitters will tell you right away if they can see the ball or not. And something in his delivery and his big frame has not allowed the Dodgers really to connect yet.
2-2.
And that's what hitters don't want, obviously, with the game we talked about with velocity and the highest rate of hit batsmen. That's the one thing that, you know, you hope the byproduct of what we're going through, that pitchers are able to still command the baseball. And they should in the summer. Like, this is the time to get used to not pitching with whatever they've been pitching with.
2-2 pitch is in for strike 3. We look back previous years in the Cubs and where their bullpen has been. It really hasn't been a strength. Numbers are decent there. Higher in 2019. Last year in the 60-game season, way higher. This year, 2.70 and almost 11 strikeouts per 9 innings. And the numbers are terrific for David Ross, who said, well, I've seen Brad Wick. I want to see more of it. It's going to be it for Wick, who faced 4, retired 4, struck out 3. He was good. Pitching change for Chicago here in the 6th 2-2 game.
Is it possible to plan a surprise party for a psychic?
I have no idea.
Why are you in a movie but on TV?
When do you go from being a model actor to actor model?
Soon, babe. Soon.
It's a visibility thing.
If we can make the screen bigger, why don't we simply make it bigger?
Question everything. We did.
Bigger is good.
It's your journey in the all-new Hyundai Tucson with an extra-wide 10.25-inch infotainment screen.
Need better sleep? Try Nature's Bounty Sleep 3, a unique tri-layer supplement that calms you, helps you fall asleep faster, and stay asleep longer. Great sleep comes naturally with Sleep 3, only from Nature's Bounty.
Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around.
Welcome back, America. It sure is good to see you.
Where there's baseball,
one pitch away
from baseball history, there's drama.
He has thrown a no-hitter.
Where there's baseball,
Near the wall,
there's action.
he made a phenomenal catch.
And where there's baseball,
let's go live inside the park.
There's MLB Tonight. On MLB Network.
Where there's baseball, all the time.
Unbelievable!
We've seen it time and time again.
Hey, Thursday, it's the Google MLB All-Star Starters Reveal on ESPN. Don't miss the T-Mobile Home Run Derby, July 12th, also on ESPN. It's all leading up to the 2021 MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard, July 13th, only on Fox. Dan Winker comes into the ball game, third pitcher of the day for Chicago. Taylor takes a ball.
He's been as good as you would want with the number of games he's been in. Hard cutter usage, 55%, fastball, and then a slider.
Check swing, he went, says the first base umpire Ryan Blakeney. He'll have the plate tomorrow night. 1 ball, 1 strike. So they get great work out of Brad Wick and now ask for the same out of Dan Winker. That's high. The big 3 at the back end of their bullpen with Tepera, Chafin, and Kimbrel have allowed 3 earned runs over the last 52 1/3 innings.
They're on a roll, and they're connected. A lot of the strikeouts and damage that Winker has is going to be up in the zone. Right there is where he wants to live. Hitters are just absolutely not hitting that pitch, especially when he's behind in the count, which is rare. But he has a release point that allows him to cut the baseball and elevate the baseball to the top of the zone.
Double switch when Winker came in. We'll tell you who's playing center. With a full count now on Taylor. Rafael Ortega comes off the bench. He'll bat in the number 9 spot, and the pitcher now is hitting in the 6th spot where Marisnik was. It'll be Hayward, Alcantara, and Ortega in the 7th. 3-2 pitch, strikeout for out number 2.
He just can't hit that pitch with the approach of swinging up, right? And he's dotted the outside part of the plate twice with that hard cutter. He just seems comfortable, even when he's behind in the count, that he can locate this cutter. I mean, that's a tight cutter on the outside part of the plate that really has no chance for Taylor. See how he's swinging up. He's not staying on the ball. His thought is not to go to right center with that. It's to pull it, and that's going to be a tough pitch for Taylor to hit.
Base is empty now for Pollock. As AJ is gone, the Dodgers have gone for the most part. He's hit .319 in their wins, .175 in their losses. Obviously, many more factors involved, but when Pollock does damage at the plate, and last night he did it in that 6-2 win. 2-2 game in the 8th. Pollock hit a go-ahead 2-run shot. Muncy later, a 2-run home run in the 8th and a 6-2 victory. A high strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mills went 4, allowed 2 runs on 8 hits and really battled. Brad Wick an inning and a third, 3 strikeouts. Now Dan Winker. 1-1.
He's just staying stubborn over there, and he's trusting nobody's going to be able to hit me when I throw a ball out there and go the other way. The only chance you'd have against Winker is if he makes that cutter over the middle of the plate and makes a mistake.
Clevenger, the left-hander, is ready to go. One-two pitch. That's into the gap in right center field. It is down and up against. Ortega gets it back in. A 2-out double by Pollock. Go-ahead run in scoring position here in the 6th.
And see, that was a way better approach at the plate. Staying on the ball, not trying to pull it. That's the only way you can hit that pitch. It was Payne on the corner, cutting action, and he used that side of the plate to give him an opportunity to go to right center. Ball comes back just a little bit, but Pollock does a nice job staying through the ball and going with the pitch.
Falls to McKinstry. Another guy who can play all over, batting in the number 8 spot. That's one hop to Alcantara. And the inning is over. More good work out of this Cub bullpen. 7th inning now. 2-2 game.
Game on, baby! Copa America, Sunday at 5 Eastern on Fox.
Kyle here with FSBO Homes. We provide all the service you need to sell without paying those costly agent commissions. We provide photography, virtual tours, appraisals, and complimentary attorney services. All the service without the commission at FSBO Homes.
Why do more people love Fairway meat? Because the fact is, every cut is a cut above. And nobody has the chops we do. We see food differently. The stakes are big, and we always over-deliver. That's why Fairway is the choice place to meet. Because at Fairway, we're meat masters. And nothing matters more to us than making sure you get the highest quality meat in town. Fairway Meat and Grocery. Everyone's favorite place to meet.
Mediacom is winning awards across the U.S. Keeping you connected. Keeping you safe. Rising to the challenge. Challenging the limits. Thanks to our award-winning employees. Never settling, never backing down, always planning ahead, and always getting better. Mediacom is proud to be named 2021 U.S. Best Managed Company by Deloitte and the Wall Street Journal.
I would recommend the telescopic flagpole. It's very simple to use, just a couple buttons, and it takes 5 minutes tops to change the flags out. It's very quiet. I don't hear it when the wind blows and the flags fly different directions. I don't hear a thing. I have a solar light on the top, and then I also have lights on the bottom that shine up because I really want everybody to see it. If anybody is looking for a fan drape or a flagpole, go to Regalia Flags. They've got a lot to choose from.
At FSBOHomes.com, we're changing our pricing structure. You can now sell your home with no upfront fees and no commissions. Come see why we're the area's fastest growing real estate company. FSBOHomes.com, the smart way to buy and sell a home.
Only at Green Chevy. You gotta go green.
Green, green, gotta go green.
7th inning on a Saturday night at Dodger Stadium, 2-2 game, and in walks Jason Hayward to start the frame against the third pitcher of the night now for the Dodgers, Garrett Clevenger.
Lefty, you see the numbers on the year. Basically a two-pitch pitcher. Fastball pretty straight. Curveball. And he's going to have to do something no other Dodger's been able to do, and that's get out. Jason Hayward.
2 for 2 against Urías, who struck out 12 in his 5 1/3 innings. Gets to face another lefty. Does Hayward, takes a strike. More action for the Dodgers in their bullpen. Bickford, the right-hander, is getting loose. Clevenger deals, and it's high and tight at 96, a ball and a strike. There's Phil. One pitch is in for strike 2.
Tough pitch for Hayward to hit. The ball looked like it was starting right at him. Clevenger's starting off the third base rubber, and he throws it right at a hip, it looks like, and then he catches the bottom part of the strike zone. I wonder if he'll try and sweep this one or a fastball away after that.
1-2 is hit in the air, foul down the right field line. This game is featured on the free-to-play Fox Bet Super 6 app. One of the questions in tonight's contest: how many different players will pitch in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning? Play along on the app for your chance to win.
4.
Okay, mark that down, America.
Take it to the bank.
Boy, it's risky. But it's free to play, so, you know, whatever. 1-2 pitch is slapped down the left field line. It is gone for a home run. Just inside the foul pole. I think the Dodgers are saying they want that checked. Hayward was watching it all the way, and Justin Turner's walking toward his dugout saying that needs to be reviewed. But right now it's 3-2 Cubs on an opposite field home run by Jason Hayward, who's 3 for 3 and has reached in each of his last 7 plate appearances.
Well, either way, it was a bad breaking ball, and now they're going to change the call to a foul ball. But it was a hanging breaking ball, and he was able to stay on.
They didn't even need to look at the replay. The third base umpire, DJ Rayburn, was overruled.
And now David's going to ask him to look at it.
So now it's Ross asking for the replay, because as it stands now, it's called a foul ball. So one overruled the other as far as the umpires, and they'll take a look.
The last 2 curveballs have been kind of dicey, and the second one that he threw, of course, Hayward seeing the ball pretty much today off of lefties. David is hoping there's some evidence that will overturn the overturn.
See if we can see it. It's tracking by the foul pole. can't see it. Can you see it?
No,
I can't even see the ball.
I can't either.
Here's another look. There it is, coming in the top there. It's a magic baseball. It just disappears to me. I don't know how you overturn it, and remember, they've already overturned it.
Yeah.
So with regard to replay, it would have to be overturned to be made a home run.
Yeah, you can't double stamp or triple stamp either, or however that goes.
So first it was the Dodgers that were going to ask for it. They didn't even have to. And now it's the Cubs asking and hoping that something on that replay shows that it was fair.
This game very similar to last night's game, the score, and they're going to call it a foul ball. Clevenger's going to have to make a better two-strike pitch if he wants to retire Jason Hayward.
So Hayward will dig back in. He has reached base in his last 6 plate appearances, and his average is sitting just below 200.
Be tempted to throw a fastball away here after all the slow breaking balls that he's thrown. Jason. Man, I put home run down in a pen.
Darn it. I did not write anything.
First mistake of the game.
Well, I mean, he could still make it right.
It's true.
Instead, he just gets a base hit. Red hot is Jason Hayward. And on base to start the 7th. He's reached in 7 straight plate appearances.
Incredible job by Hayward, taking advantage of the pitch and not in the location that, again, the Dodger pitchers wanted it to be with 2 strikes. Have to make a better pitch, lefty on lefty. And this pitch is center cut up. I would have just screened a pitch off the plate, then setting up the breaking ball if you make the adjustment. But you see that first 3-hit game of the year.
Go ahead run is on with nobody out. Alcantara is at the plate. Good pitch there for strike 1 from Clevenger. Double switch when the Cubs went back to their bullpen, so Ortega is in the on-deck circle. Bottom 3 in the lineup here in the 7th inning, tie game. And to check on Hayward.
I don't know how many times Alcantara has even swung today. A strikeout and a walk. And batting in that ever so tough 8th position in the National League. Now this one will be followed by a pinch. Or the double switch that the Cubs put in, so it's not the pitcher behind him.
That's down, a ball and a strike.
You really, in the National League, have to be mentally tough in the 8th spot. You got to guess what the pitcher's trying to do based on the circumstances. With the pitcher on deck, you just don't get pitched to very often.
Ortega putting a sticky substance on the bat. That's allowed. 1-1 pitch. Good delivery from Clevenger, strike 2. Sergio waits. Big hole on the right side of the infield. Chops one up the middle. Glove, step, throw, double play. Handled by Lux. 2 out, nobody on.
Yeah, the hops and everything about it made it almost tailor-made, even though Lux was playing deep. He's playing deep, and these second hop right there allowed him to gather, touch, throw, easy double play. Some emotional changes for Mr. Clevenger. Homer, not a homer. Base hit, double play.
And now Ortega hitting 196. A couple of home runs. Left-handed batter takes ball one low. Dodgers in the bottom of this inning will have the 9-1 and 2 hitters. Two and 0. So that means a pinch hitter, then Mookie, then Max.
Well, ideally, Dave Roberts wants badly this out recorded so that he can and doesn't have to make another change and think about double switching or whatever, so he can have a fresh pinch hitter in the bottom half.
2-0 breaking ball in for a strike. One pitch headed in, and a line drive base hit into right. Pitch was up. Ortega clubbed it into right field, and he's on with 2 down here in the 7th.
Well, he's going to have to make that move now.
With Wilson Contreras coming up, it's double switch time. Right-hander Bickford is coming out of the bullpen. Wilson Contreras is coming up. And the Dodgers having to make a double switch here in the 7th in a tie game.
You don't always set out to be a rock star, but when the spotlight finds you, you become one anyway.
Come on.
If you want to be a winner, then get a turkey footlong from Subway. That's oven-roasted turkey, piled high with crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. So let's get out there and get those footlongs.
Now at Subway, buy 1 footlong in the app and get 150% off. Subway, eat fresh.
How can you tell which one's the better deal?
Bring in Dad from Sarasota.
Dads are great, but let's say, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
Hear ye, people and common folk, how I have ended up on this yoke. Before you stands the king's great jester, a starlike poet until yester. But all of a sudden, oh what a drag, the king understood my every gag. This of course caused some commotion, all because of that one potion. At once his royal highness knew the joke's on him, and I was through. He drove me forth with arrows and slings. 'Twas then I knew Red Bull gave him wings.
At the UPS store, can you believe all the ings we fit under one roof? We're here to help your small business any way we can. Every ink for small business, all in one place.
The UPS store.
Next Saturday, Baseball Night in America travels to our nation's capital to celebrate Independence Day. The Dodgers visit the Nationals. Others will see the Red Sox and the A's, or the Astros and the Indians. All starts next Saturday at 7 Eastern, only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Check local listings for the game in your area. Phil Bickford now with 2 out. A runner on, that's Ortega. Double switch, and we'll give you the changes here in a moment. The big piece is that Bellinger, Cody Bellinger, now in the game in center. Swing and a miss by Contreras. So Bellinger is in center. Chris Taylor talked about his versatility, moves in to play second base, and the pitcher will bat in the 8th spot where Zach McKinstry was.
Well, Phil has 2 pitches, fastball, curveball. He'll throw his fastball pretty much 85% of the time. And the curveball you just saw leading off against Contreras. Does a nice job against right-handers, holding them to 167 batting average.
Two quick strikes on Contreras, 0 for 3.
And that number 4 I gave you is now in jeopardy because of that move right there for the 7th, 8th, and 9th pitchers use. So sorry.
But it's not over. I mean, it likely is. Oh, 2 runner is going. Throw down is not made. Smith couldn't get a grip. And a stolen base by Ortega. That's big with 2 down.
Yeah, they could have gone on any one of those pitches. It's not a very quick move that he has to home plate. With the high leg kick, he's concentrating on the 2-strike pitch. That was an easy bag. Even though they didn't come up with the ball, I don't know that they would have come up with the out had he made the transfer and throw.
So the easier RBI chance for Contreras, who's driven in 30. Check swing, he went. And that ends the inning. Contreras doesn't agree. Bickford, a nice job to come in, get the strikeout after the stolen base. Time to stretch at Dodgers Stadium. Still tied 2-2 on baseball night in America.
No, he's not in his room. Dad, why didn't you answer your phone?
Your mother loved this park.
She did.
Rated T for teen.
Maybe a little help over here.
Nah, sorry, man. Not my turn.
Dude, seriously.
You go, he goes, I go. Look at your feet, man. Your turn.
Join over 50 million players and play for free. Raid Shadow Legends.
You can do better. Let's go get a freshly made footlong from Subway.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
Choose better, be better. And now save when you order in the app.
Subway, eat fresh.
At Progressive, we love your pets as much as you do. Like this guy in a hat. That's why Progressive Car Insurance covers your pets for up to $1,000 if they're ever in a car accident with you. This mini majorette's gonna march her way right
I'm sorry,
into your
can we
heart.
stop? I know that we're selling car insurance here, but, you know, all the cute little animals, it's too much.
Define too much.
What's wrong with cute animals?
So are we doing this or what?
Nah, it's over.
Well, someone's got to break the news to Mittens. She's a diva.
And a high fly ball.
Hey, kid, think fast.
I'm too tired.
He said he would knock him out. Like when they fire shots on the first round. 25 shots on the first round. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Download the MLB app to get in-game video highlights, live pitch-by-pitch, breaking news, player updates, stat leaderboards, and more for your favorite team and the rest of the league. Cody Bellinger took over in the double switch, batting in the number 9 spot. Coming back off a strained hamstring. Earlier dealt with a fracture in his leg, and there are the numbers. Just 1 home run. Takes a strike from Dan Winker.
It's a good matchup. Cody stands pretty tall kid, but he has an uppercut swing, so a lot of the hard-throwing pitchers will pitch him up and in and see if he can lay off of it.
Winkler deals, and a swing and a miss by Bellinger.
That's a perfect example. It's such a big and violent swing that if you make a mistake, it goes a long way, but you can tie him up. And as he's trying to get into rhythm, you know it's probably a little out of sorts for him since he's come back.
Here's a high fly ball into right center. Didn't get it all, and to his left is Ortega. One out. Winkler now has gone one full inning in the ball game and allowed one hit. Tonight's telecast sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. And by Subway, eat fresh.
Ball was down. Gave Bellinger a chance to get to it. He wanted that ball up, but jammed him just enough.
Back to the top, and Mookie Betts doubled leading off the game for the Dodgers and scored on a double by Muncy, who scored on a hit by Turner through the right side. First three batters produced 2 runs. No damage since. A lot of activity on the bases, but nothing pushed across the plate. 1-1 from Winkler. Mookie is a career .280 hitter before the month of July, and after that in his career, when the summer heats up, if it's not already hot enough in June, so does Mookie, hitting .313 the rest of the regular season from July on. 2-1. Winkler deals. It's outside. 3-1.
That's the other form of discipline that Mookie has always been good at. Not expanding the zone. Last year, historically, didn't miss much.
That's ball 4 on a 1-out walk. Winkler wanting to find out exactly where that missed. His first walk out of the Cubs bullpen. And with that, we'll give you a quick word from Hankook Tire.
Never halfway.
Hankook Tire.
Here's Muncy.
Another great matchup. Muncy and his discipline likes the ball up and in. Or should I say in the middle third of the plate, he likes to, that's his power stroke. I mean, he just doesn't miss it when they make a mistake in that lane. Still tie him up and in like you can just about every hitter, but
fouled away, strike 1.
Ooh, you don't see that very often, and he's shaking his head because he doesn't swing at the first pitch too many times. But he was looking to do damage right there. That's that area he just crushes.
Winkler wondering if Mookie Betts, who has 7 steals, has thoughts of taking off here with 1 out in the 7th.
The reason I was looking forward to this matchup is because the majority of the strikeouts are inside to Muncy. And you got a guy who has a great cutter inside, but it also brings in that nitro zone. If you make a mistake, you got to be pretty precise when facing a guy like Muncy, who doesn't typically expand the zone. It's a good matchup.
Good pitch in on the hand, strike 2. To pitch struck him out on a delivery that was up, and a big out picked up by Dan Winkler. 2 away.
That was a big out. There's that cutting action and that late life to the ball that just gets by Max Muncy.
Well, everybody's been talking about this Cubs bullpen, and in particular Ryan Tepera, Andrew Chafin, and Craig Kimbrell. But Brad Wick and Dan Winkler want to say, don't forget about us. Wick was really good. An inning and a third, 3 strikeouts, and now a check on Betts again as Winkler deals with Justin Turner.
Well, if you haven't been watching this whole game, you missed the fact that the Dodgers had a chance to really blow this game open. The fact that it's 2-2 speaks to what the Cubs season's really been like. They just kind of grind out and make big plays. They picked off a guy at third, got out of big jams, and now they've turned it over to their bullpen where they feel real good about taking home the victory.
Strike 1. That's Matt Gangle, our director, listening to you and showing Chris Taylor, who was lost on the bases twice in this game. Caught stealing and then picked off by Wilson Contreras. Big piece of the route to 2-2 here in the 7th. Cubs in the 8th will have their big bats, Bryant, Rizzo, and Baez. Anybody gets on Wisdom. Oh, 1. Strike 2.
Taylor was at third base, or at second base, got caught stealing with 1 out, and then with 1 out at third base was caught leaning. You never know what the outcomes would have been had those 2 plays gone different. I know that his cutter, Winker's cutter's been really good. I got to see a slider here if I'm facing Turner, just based on the numbers of what you're trying to do. Get something off the plate spinning.
Winkler ready with another 0-2 pitch. He got him. From Mills to Brad Wick to Dan Winkler. Terrific work yet again, especially by the Chicago bullpen. Good game on a Saturday, 2-2 into the 8th in LA.
You're looking at 3/5 of your screen, not of a person. But 3/5 of a person is what Africans in America were considered. So while America started with the Declaration of Independence, demanding freedom and liberty, how could there be either without equality? And that's why we celebrate Juneteenth, the beginning of the journey to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Because while all are created equal, it takes all to create equality.
Hear ye, people and common folk, how I have ended up on this yoke. Before you stands the king's great jester, a star-like poet until yester. But all of a sudden, oh what a drag, the king understood my every gag. This of course caused some commotion, all because of that one potion. At once his royal highness knew the joke's on him, and I was through. He drove me forth with arrows and flings. 'Twas then I knew Red Bull gave him wings.
Wendy's Summer Strawberry Chicken Salad is back because we make salads bursting with flavor, unlike some places.
People want salads.
We don't have salads.
Ooh, too hard to do fresh? At Wendy's, we say yes to fresh and yes to salads.
At Chewy, you can shop America's #1 pet pharmacy anytime, anywhere. It's so simple, you can order on a walk, at the beach, even over breakfast. Just a few clicks, and we'll take care of the rest. Shop America's #1 pet pharmacy. Visit Chewy.com today.
This is a big deal. Now at healthcare.gov, millions more people can afford health coverage. Due to the COVID relief law, you can pay less with financial help. In fact, 4 out of 5 customers can get a plan for under $10 a month. From doctor visits to preventive services to prescription drugs, these are quality plans. You can do this. You can have coverage as soon as July 1st if you sign up now at healthcare.gov.
At PNC Bank, we believe in the power of the watch out. That's why we created Low Cash Mode, the financial watch out that gives you the options and extra time needed to help you avoid an overdraft fee. It's one way we're making a difference. Low Cash Mode on Virtual Wallet from PNC Bank.
2-2 ball game into the 8th. Fun night. A lot of twists and turns, and only 4 runs have crossed the plate. Joe Buck, the great John Smoltz to my right, and this has been fun, man.
Yeah, it's been amazing kind of switch for what we thought was going to happen early on. And again, I've seen games like this where you're on the other side of it thinking.
Line drive caught off the bat of Bryant into the glove of Turner, 1 away.
You're thinking, man, we should be up 5, 6, 7, nothing. And you look at the scoreboard and it's only got 2 for the Dodgers. It's been kind of the theme lately for them. As you see this line drive caught by Turner. And, you know, yesterday, I guess in the 8th inning, they broke out of it and went on to win the game. But the last 5 or 6 games, the offense has been not where Dave Roberts and, of course, the Dodgers want it to be.
Bryant 0 for 4 tonight. Here's Rizzo, who smashed a home run into the bleachers in right back in the 4th. Made it a 2-1 game at the time. Grounds one right up the middle. 2 pitches, 2 out. Play made by Lux.
You don't see that too often in late innings of a game off a reliever, but the likelihood of this has got to be tough for Baez to go up there and take a pitch, right?
He has to.
I mean, you almost think he does, but I don't know that he will.
I mean, far be it from me to talk about unwritten rules.
This has got to be torture for him if he follows that kind of protocol. But I'm going to say he's swinging.
Really?
I'm saying he's swinging.
You're going to give a guy the ability to have a 3-pitch inning.
I mean, I typically no, but just based on the way that his approach is.
What's it gonna be, Javi? Yep. 3 pitches, 3 outs. Another unwritten rule crumbled up and thrown into the trash can. Get off my lawn! 2-2.
Jason, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more?
Cool.
So what are you waiting for? Michaela Maroney to get your Frisbee off the roof?
I'll get it.
Whoa.
Here you go.
Thank you, Michaela.
Dude, get it. I'm not getting it. You get it. You threw it. It's your Frisbee.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
We'd like to dedicate the next 5 seconds to fresh portobellos. And all the other seconds to peppers, onions, and Swiss. Because fresh ingredients make a sub above.
So you're finally supporting his rock star dream. Because you know you have a plan to pay it off. Buy now, pay later with Planet. One of the many things you can expect when you're with Amex.
You thought BMW was the ultimate driving machine, but it's also the ultimate family machine. The ultimate innovation and electric driving machine. Because it is and always will be the ultimate can't be contained to just one thing, machine.
At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to keep you moving. With a full range of services from oil changes and tire rotations to filters, wipers, and more, we've got what your car needs right when you need it, so you're ready for whatever's next. Putting you in the driver's seat of car care, that's a job for Jiffy.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Today's telecast is sponsored by Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance, and by American Express. See all that you can expect when you're with Amex. Baseball's two biggest events of the summer back-to-back. The action begins at the T-Mobile Home Run Derby on ESPN, July 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And catch baseball's biggest stars at the 91st MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard, July 13th, right here on Fox. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern. And there's the American League side. I showed you the National League side earlier, and there are the leading ballot getterers. Buxton, Trout, and Judge in the outfield. I didn't read fast enough to tell you who was on the infield.
I can tell you that Mr. Brothers likes his fastball, but he's going to get a lot of right-handers out via the strikeout on his slider. Very hard downward break, and if he's going good, he gets his right-handers to swing and miss at that slider with 2 strikes.
There's a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike from Rex. It's Devers, Bogarts, Simeon, and Guerrero Jr. Salvador Perez, the catcher, and Ohtani. You and I haven't really talked about Ohtani much, but what he's doing is
unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 1 ball, 1 strike, and now strike 2 off the bat of Will Smith. He's got an ERA of 2.5, and he's hit 24 home runs, somewhere in that ballpark.
That's crazy.
There you go.
Absolutely crazy. And I'm going to tell you something that's going to just speak to how good this young man is. Look, he's trying something that we haven't seen in a long time, and he's very successful. But if all he did was pitch, okay? If all he did was pitch every 5 days and got the reps and learned the style that he's learning, he's on that kind of pace of Jacob deGrom. He has that kind of stuff. That just speaks how valuable his arm is.
That's strike 3. Good pitch by Brothers, 1 away.
The fact that he's doing what he's doing offensively just makes the matters even more remarkable to speak of the talent that he has. But his arm is unreal, and we're not really getting to see the full fruits of that because his talent away from it is just as unreal.
And so it's on Joe Madden, the manager of the Angels, to figure out how to navigate and squeeze the most out of Ohtani, the pitcher, and Ohtani, the hitter.
It's not the easiest of situations.
Bottom of the 8th, good game, 2-2, 1 out. Gavin Lux now. .95 down and away from Brothers.
Baseball that got thrown on the field, so a little time action.
Tegan Thompson, the right-hander, who is one of 5 left in the bullpen for the Cubs, but they're trying to avoid using Chafin and Tepera. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now, when you think about what the Cubs have been doing, right? We talk about the starting rotation as the slowest average velocity in all of baseball. But what that does for them is if they can mix and match that, then they bring in some heat out of the pen. So you're really giving the offense a combination that not many clubs have. It's usually a lot of velocity that a lot of clubs are getting no matter who comes in the game, and Cubs offer a little different strategy and a different look.
Lux up and after it. Now in the hole 1-2. Wick an inning and a third, 3 strikeouts. Winkler an inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, a walk. Brothers struck out the first batter he faced, Will Smith, and has 2 strikes on Gavin Lux.
And you know what's interesting is I'm not saying they can't get hurt, but the likelihood of a guy who doesn't throw max effort, you would think, is going to stay healthier. Kyle Hendricks, it's got to be kind of fluky if those guys, even Alec Mills and Zach Davies. So, you know, we'll see how that plays out for them if they can stay healthy as a starting 5 and then take some pressure off that bullpen, which we know is already good. It might be just good enough for the Cubs to win that division.
2-2 the count. Brothers spins another one home, and it's a full count. Kyle Hendricks 10-4 overall. He's on an 8-0 run over his last 8 starts. The rest of the starting pitchers came in 19-23 with an ERA of 4.75.
Yeah, they've had a couple games in there that have kind of inflated that ERA where they gave up a bunch of runs early. And Kyle Hendricks went through that early, and then he's just gotten completely connected again with his mechanics and spotting it up.
3-2 pitch, just swing and a miss. Another strikeout racked up by this bullpen. 2 away, and we'll give you another quick word from Hankook.
Never halfway.
Hankook Tire.
Had a chance to visit with Clayton Kershaw before tonight's game, getting a workout in. He will deal tomorrow for the Dodgers. Feeling good, bouncing around, happy. Not only has his ring, but got to present Jock Peterson his ring here on Thursday night as he came back with his new club, the Cubs. With 2 out, Taylor, who's 2 for 3, takes a ball, and I don't know how Contreras caught that.
My math's right. That's the 25th strikeout in today's game. I had to just do a quick add. Could be off, but 25 strikeouts. That's a lot.
Good job. You're right. The Cubs bullpen has picked up 11 outs, 8 of them via the strikeout. And Julio Urías struck out a career high 12 in 5 1/3. Price and Jansen getting ready in the bullpen. 2-0 pitch is down, 3-0. Taylor's hit 10 home runs. And power was not a part of his game when he was traded by Seattle in a deal that nobody paid any attention to the Dodgers, and he's just gotten better, and better, and could very well be an all-star.
Yeah, he did transform his swing and change it. He was going in the wrong direction, and it really has changed his kind of outlook offensively. We know what he can do defensively, but now he's become a bigger threat with gap to gap and power. And what do you think? 3-0?
Oh yeah.
Let him go?
I would.
Okay.
Nobody that matters is asking me.
No, I just did.
You matter, but it's not going to have any bearing on what happens. 3-0, he takes a strike at 87.
Slider, yeah, he felt like 3-0 was going to be a pitch he might hit too, so he threw a 3-0 slider just to make sure.
If Taylor reaches, A.J. Pollock is next. Trying to launch, and again, not getting a fastball ahead on the count. Now it's full.
worth it.
Next one swung on and missed. Another strikeout, and Brothers strikes out the side in the 8th. 9th inning. 2-2.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Don't you just ride the wave?
No. We actively manage client portfolios based on our forward-looking views of the market.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interests.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep. We do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Loki's back. What'd you expect? You better be ready. Cheers to me.
Now streaming and upgrade to the Disney bundle for even more.
Welcome to Allstate. You already pay for car insurance. Why not take your home along for the ride? Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands. Click or call to bundle today.
These aren't your normal nachos. Nuh-uh. With double the seasoned beef and a large drink for just $5, it deserves a name with some oomph. Something grand. Or grande. It's the $5 grande nachos, only at Taco Bell.
If you enjoy wasting time, is it really wasted?
If there's an exception to every rule, is there an exception to that rule?
Why is it called a pineapple when it's not pine or apple?
I just work at a fruit stand.
What if we made the first thing you want other drivers to notice unnoticeable until they turn on?
Question everything. We did. It's your journey in the all-new Hyundai Tucson. Our best Tucson ever.
And a high fly ball.
Hey, kid, think fast.
On Coupe Tire.
Two teams had met in the NLCS in both 2016 and 2017. Going at it. Cubs won it in 2016, then went on to beat Cleveland in the World Series, and the Dodgers won in 2017. Lost to the Astros in 7 in much talked about after the fact World Series. With what was going on with the Astros and the trash can and all the other stuff that was happening, as this one rides way inside on Wisdom from Bickford, who threw 3 pitches to get 3 outs last inning.
Yeah, Wisdom trying to salvage his day here. 3 strikeouts and 3 at-bats. Bickford has had relatively easy outing to this point.
Jock Peterson on deck. But a part of those NLCSs on the other side. Now a Cub for at least a year. 2-0. Wisdom has popped 10 home runs. He struck out 3 times tonight. But he has shown tremendous power. Twice hit 31 home runs in a AAA season. 2-0 pitch.
Letting it eat there. That's that cutting action and the ball in the middle of the zone, but a big swing. Wisdom trying to take that lead.
Two-1 delivery is on its way. 2-2. Same pitch, same result. Kenny Rosenthal.
Not the Cubs bullpen tonight, and rightly so, but Phil Bickford, another example of how the Dodgers can take guys and turn them into something. He was a waiver claim from the Brewers in May, and now pitching in big situations.
Yeah, man, they have been so good with that. We talked about Muncy. Bickford's on that list. Chris Taylor. Here's a 2-2 now. A strikeout as Bickford comes back for out number 1 here in the 9th.
I mean, that's just basically right down the middle. Here it is. Try and hit it. And Wisdom's had a rough day today. 4 strikeouts. And just that cutting action of a 4-seam that is bio.
Dave Roberts is making sure that Jock Peterson is announced as the pinch hitter. He has been. We saw the left-hander Price getting ready to go, and we should see him right here. Another name on that list for the Dodgers of players who have come to this organization and really improved, Justin Turner. Great work by Phil Bickford, relieved here in the 9th. Here comes Price.
It feels so good to be cared for. Back up now, just a little more. The feeling someone's always there, just to show how much they care. The feeling you're not alone. Now she's a part of your home, with so much to protect each day. Caring goes a long, long way. Nationwide is on your side.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
What's he gonna chase? The slider? Nah. The changeup? Oh, I've got it. Curveball. Never halfway.
Hankook Tire.
Nobody builds 5G like Verizon builds 5G. Thousands of engineers raising the bar on network security, now and into the future. Enhanced identity protection, quantum-based encryption, artificial intelligence threat preemption to keep your business and customers safe. Because the more your business uses 5G, the more your network matters. It's us, pushing us. It's Verizon versus Verizon. And who wins? You.
Does your vitamin C last 24 hours? Only Nature's Bounty does. New Immune 24-Hour Plus has longer-lasting vitamin C, plus herbal and other immune superstars. Only from Nature's Bounty.
Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Because grilled to order makes a sub above.
Mr. Cartoon, renowned tattoo artist, has been with us tonight. What talent. The late, great Tommy Lasorda. And the Dodgers wearing that number 2 patch on their jerseys. Same can be said for Don Sutton, a good friend of both you, John, and me, and a wonderful man who was lost his number 20 on their sleeve as well. Here's David Price. The numbers, his 19th game, and Jock Peterson, who got the ring here on Thursday night, stays in to face a left-hander. He's had a good year, 11 home runs, 33 RBIs, and he's added an extra element of some grit and some fire to this Cub roster.
Yeah, he has. They're glad they have him, and he's getting a chance to play a little bit more. Of course, when he played here, strictly platoon.
7 years at Dodger. Hits one in the air to center. Bellinger staggering a bit, but recovers to make the catch. 2 out.
Ball changed directions on Bellinger.
The ball was scorched. Time for Above and Beyond, sponsored by Jersey Mike's. Jason Hayward, not just tonight, but he's been on a run. Last 3 games, 7 for 8, 3 walks, a double, 3 runs scored, and his first 3-hit game of the year has come tonight.
Yeah, they need him to get going. This is a pretty good time if they're going to continue their winning ways offensively. Cubs have improvements to make with their offense, and David Ross talked about that he likes the direction Jason Hayward has gone the last week.
He's hit 5 home runs this season. Takes a strike from Price.
Well, Price didn't pitch last year, and everyone kind of wondered what his role would be this year. Would he get back to the starting rotation? He said, I'll do whatever it takes. And right now he's in the bullpen pitching some big innings. It wouldn't surprise me if they stretch him out before the year's over and he becomes a starter to give some of those other guys a rest.
2 quick strikes on Hayward. Kimbrel's ready if the Cubs grab the lead. Otherwise, it appears it would be Keegan Thompson. 2 out, 0-2 pitch. Ball 1. One-two pitch. 2-2. Bottom part of the order coming up for the Dodgers in the bottom of this 9th. 2-2 pitch. Popped up, playable, foul territory. Smith. Dodger bullpen terrific tonight as well. Kelly, Clevenger, Bickford, and now Price. Coming up 3rd at the bottom of the 9th, Cody Bellinger. Baseball night in America tied 2-2.
How to make a rock star. Start them young. Let them fail. And be there when they do. Believe in their dreams. The more wild and absurd, the better. Because bringing out the best of them takes the very best of us.
There are better-known tractors in the world than Coyote. Ones with bigger names, longer histories, more popular hats, cute toy lines. But there's not a single tractor ever been built that's better equipped to do the dirty work. So we'll let the others keep their squeaky clean images. And we'll focus on what really matters. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Need better sleep? Try Nature's Bounty Sleep 3, a unique tri-layer supplement that calms you, helps you fall asleep faster, and stay asleep longer. Great sleep comes naturally with Sleep 3, only from Nature's Bounty.
Still fresh. Unstoppable. In-wash scent booster. Downy Unstoppables.
I'm ordering some burritos.
Oh, nice. Oh. Burritos? Get a freshly made footlong from Subway instead, with crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. Just order in the app. Ditch the burgers.
Choose better, be better.
Subway, eat fresh.
And a high fly ball.
Hey, kid, think fast.
Hankook Tire.
Bottom of the 9th inning now. Price did his job. And now he and the rest of us watch the right-hander Keegan Thompson get loose.
Keegan will rely on 3 or 4 pitches, fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup. And he's held right-handers to about a 212, left-handers 205, so he's done a nice job in that category. You see the numbers on the year. Trying to get it to extra innings.
Saw those numbers, not good for a really good team. 9-14 in one-run games, 1-7 if this were to go to extra innings, are the Dodgers. as they are 14 games over 500. Started the day 4.5 out behind the Giants in the NL West. Pollock out in front of the plate. Contreras gets the out. Pollock 1 for 4, and the batter will be Beatty off the bench.
That ended the 5 strikeouts in a row that the Dodgers, off of the Cubs relievers, had been part of.
Matt Beatty, 3 homers on the season, hitting .256. A lot of at-bats spread around for these Dodger hitters and their bench players because of the injuries that LA has suffered this year with Bellinger. He's back. Muncy, he's back. Seager, he's not back. Ball 1 from Thompson. Jansen is getting loose for the Dodgers in their pen. If he pitches tonight, that means we're going to the 10th. That's out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Beatty likes that ball the middle of the zone and up. Really likes the high pitch. Looking for one that he can drive and end it right here with 1 swing, of course. Get him out down below that zone. Get him to chase.
Hits it in the air to center. Ortega circles it and now has it. 2 down. Full swing, but just didn't catch it. Good work by Thompson. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Bellinger. Back this week off the injured list. Hamstring is healthy. Fracture in his leg is healed. And now trying to go to work with the stats. You see the bottom line, hitting just .214. 1 home run.
Well, you know it's going to be a healthy swing one way or another.
We go to the 10th. Hayward would start the inning on second in the bottom part of the order. Alcantara, Ortega, and then back to the top, Contreras. It appears they'll be taking on Jansen. Bellinger can make us all forget about that, as that's called a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch for Bellinger because that's going to expand the zone for him in his mind. That's off the plate. And off the plate easily, and now you got to go right back there. So one mistake pitchers make, you got to make it close so that the enticement is for him to expand the zone. He didn't make it close, not competitive pitch. After you get 2 inches off the plate, just keep going right there. See how much more you can get.
3-1. High fly ball into center. Back. Walk it off. Bellinger. Dodgers win it. 3-2. He came into the game as part of a double switch in that number 9 spot back in the 7th. And Cody Bellinger ends the ball game with a 2-out shot into center field. Our Hyundai lift of the game. What do you think it is?
It's a healthy swing on a pitch middle of the plate. Tried to get it outside the strike zone. He knew it. As soon as he hit it, there's was that famous swing of Bellinger. Mentioned how he gets tied up in the zone, but that sweet swing down in the zone might just get him on track, and who knows, maybe even the Dodgers on track.
Dodgers have won 2 of the first 3 of this series and ended in the bottom of the 9th inning. And with all the talk about the Cubs bullpen, and for good reason, the Dodger bullpen in this one was outstanding. Kelly, Clevenger, Bickford, Price, who's the winner, the loser Keegan Thompson, and the hero Cody Bellinger. Let's go down to Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Joe. Cody, looks like you had a tough strike call in that at bat against Thompson. It goes to 3-1. What are you looking for?
Oh man, just a pitch to drive. I saw him well. They were balls, but I was seeing him well. So I was in that moment. I was just hoping he threw me a strike right there, so I could put a good swing on it.
It's been a tough season for you physically. How are you feeling, both with your body and at the plate?
Man, honestly, I feel great in both. First time I've been on the shelf in my career, in minor leagues, big leagues. So it's been, a learning experience. I'm learning a lot about my body. So, it is what it is. I'm happy to be back out here with the team and stay healthy and just help this team win any way I can.
Eventually, Corey comes back too. You guys will be at full strength. What do you expect from this offense then?
Yeah, it's going to be nice. I think we haven't had our lineup in since game 4, so everyone's been banged up this year. You can't really use that as an excuse. It's going to be nice to get him back though.
Were you expecting to have the whole day off? How does this work? What were you thinking about as the game progressed?
It's the National League, so an off day is an off day until the 5th inning. So we all know that mentally. So I knew I was going to get in at some point today.
Cody, congratulations. Good to see you back.
Thank you.
Joe, back to you.
What a moment that is for Cody Bellinger. Just his 20th game of the season. What a moment. He's come back twice off the injured list. He said, I'm not worried about stats. I'm at that point in my career. I just want to help my team win. Well, he's been thinking about the home runs. He gets his 2nd of the season, and he helps his team win. Heck, he won it for his team. 3-2 Dodgers win it for John and Ken and Pete Macheska and Matt Gangle and all of us here at Dodger Stadium. What a good game. What a night. Studio on the other side of the break. Good night from Dodger Stadium.
You found the home of your dreams. Compare personalized mortgage rates from multiple lenders on Credible.com. Visit Credible.com, compare mortgage rates, and save.
It's 4th of July.
This is a Fox 18 News Update.
A Burlington woman and Davenport man accused of stealing a camper and a truck. What the suspect's alibi was to police, and investigating a suspicious Davenport fire. What the fire marshal is saying about that home.
Get your first look at local news tonight on Fox 18 News at 9.
It's the summer sales event at Highland Toyota with 0 down payment, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0% 60-month financing. New 2021 Camry, $219 a month, or buy with 0 down. New 2021 Highlander, $339 a month, or buy with 0 down. And with demand for used vehicles at its highest level, Highland Toyota will pay top dollar for your used vehicle on the spot. Highland Toyota on John Deere Road at 53rd Street, Moline, or HighlandToyota.com.
Want the thrill of a parlay bet packed into one single game? Then you're gonna love One Game Parlay from BetMGM. Couldn't be easier. Just pick your game, select your bets, then combine them into a single parlay. One game, bigger payouts. Now you're betting with the king of sports books. Sign up today and your first bet is risk-free up to $600 when you use bonus code ONEGAME. Win big with One Game Parlay from BetMGM.
Are you looking for a job that makes you leave every day feeling better about what you do? Now is your chance at Handicap Development Center. We're now hiring qualified applicants to work with individuals every day by creating opportunities for them to succeed, achieve, grow, and to be happy. At HDC, our employees become part of these individuals' everyday lives. Apply online now. HDC is hiring immediately for these positions and more for full-time with benefits. Plus, be able to have an outstanding work and life balance. Become part of the team that changes not only their lives, but your life. Apply today.
3-1. High fly ball into center. Back. Walk it off. Bellinger. Dodgers win it. 3-2.
Crazy go nuts at Dodger Stadium. It's baseball night in America. The postgame show, Frank Thomas, Dontrell Willis. I'm Chris Myers. Cody Bellinger, a couple of stints on the injured list, but he comes up big. Only his second home run of the year. This could be the kind of game, the kind of moment gets the defending World Series champs going.
Well, that's the guy they need going. This guy was the league MVP. He's 1A and 1B with him and Mookie Betts. They need both of those guys in the lineup consistently if they're going to do what they're capable of doing and getting back to late in October.
Has to be the power threat to elongate that lineup. Guys have struggled. There's been injuries, but this is a type of home run and a type of signature moment that gets a locker room going, and they need to get Cody Bellinger going if they want to defend their title.
Well-pitched game, each team using 5 pitchers. Meanwhile, the Dodgers, they still have to worry about, are the Giants going to cool off a little bit, and are the Padres going to keep rolling?
Can't worry about that. You just have to win ball games, continue to shake hands, stay healthy, because they've had a problem with doing that. As long as they play good baseball, I think they'll be just fine, and they'll continue to stay in the race.
Well, we know how good a team the Dodgers are, but just like you said, they got to stay healthy. And with the Giants, I mean, we look at the statistics here. They've been playing great baseball for 3 straight months. Of course, they're going to have that month through the season that everything could fall apart, and the Dodgers can win this division easily. You never know.
Yep, tough loss for the Cubs. Bullpen had been doing so well, but they couldn't take care of Bellinger in the bottom of the ninth. Let's check on some other activity. Yankees, Red Sox, already 1-0 Boston here. Bobby Dahlbeck flies out in foul territory.
Oh, over the shoulder.
Devers tags, he scores.
Great play, but a tough position to make a throw.
It was a 4-0 game, then 4-1, 2 out in the ninth. Yankees trying to rally. Finally, LeMahieu delivers with runners on. And Judge is at the plate. We'll update if we can with 2 out. Tying runs are on. On to the Orioles Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., his 26th home run of the year, leads all of baseball.
Man, he looking like senior.
Well, you know what? This guy's starting to make this game look very, very easy. It's amazing what he's doing. 22 years old.
Tatis Jr. getting started. Padres and Arizona in their game. Phillies Mets, Jacob deGrom entered today with a 0.50 ERA and was mowing down the Phils. Went 6 innings, 2 earned runs. This actually, his ERA went up, Dontrell, to 0.69, but they had to rally in the 9th inning. Michael Conforto. It's going to be a walk-off sacrifice fly, and the Mets rally for the victory. Now a 5-game lead in the National League East. For Frank Thomas, Dontrell Willis, I'm Chris Myers. Plenty of sports coming your way tomorrow on Fox. NHRA starts at 2 Eastern, followed by Copa America Soccer between Brazil and Ecuador at 5 Eastern from our Fox lot. You have a great weekend, all right? Thanks for watching.
Sunday, it's a title fight on Fox. That's it! The undefeated champ, David Morrell Jr., takes on the unbeaten Mario Casares. The super middleweight title fight, Sunday at 8 Eastern on Fox.
Saturday is baseball night in America on Fox. Mookie and the Dodgers take on Soto and the Nationals. Or Bogarts and the Red Sox battle Olsen and the A's. It's baseball night in America next Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Crime Scene Kitchen, Wednesdays at 9, 8 Central on Fox.
This is a Fox 18 News Update.
Guilty of first-degree murder. How long it took for the jury to bring down that verdict to the man who shot and killed a person in Burlington. And an inside look at the life of a conductor, what people experienced at Railroad Days this year.
Get your first look at local news tonight on Fox 18 News at 9.
Think we'll make it in time?
You may not expect the unexpected, but you can certainly take it on. The Lexus ES.
Wow, this rain is bananas.
Now available with all-wheel drive.
Get special offers on the 2021 ES250 all-wheel drive.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
For more ways to parlay, there's only one place to go. With BetMGM, you have the power to create your perfect parlay any way you want. Choose from hundreds of bets to build the best one-game parlay. Boost your payoffs to the next level with Parlay Boost. Roll the dice and break the bank with Parlay Generator. However you like to parlay, BetMGM has got you covered. Now you're betting with the king of parlays. Sign up today and your first bet is risk-free up to $600 when you use bonus code PARLAY.
In your busy world, you still need to look and feel your best. Burt Cleaners offers free delivery to your front door, your place of business, or at one of our many locations, even after hours. We are making looking great even easier for you. Family owned and operated since 1946. We work hard to earn your trust every day. Our highly skilled team has built a reputation for service and quality work. You have counted on Burt for years because Burt delivers.
Are you looking for a job that makes you leave every day feeling better about what you do? Now is your chance at Handicap Development Center. We're now hiring qualified applicants to work with individuals every day by creating opportunities for them to succeed, achieve, grow, and to be happy. At HDC, our employees become part of these individuals' everyday lives. Apply online now. HDC is hiring immediately for these positions and more for full-time with benefits. Plus, be able to have an outstanding work and life balance. Become part of the team that changes not only their lives, but your life. Apply today.
Sell Highland Toyota your vehicle for cash at John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline.
Weeknights at 5:30 and 10:30 on Fox 18. And now, this is your Fox Fastcast with meteorologist Garrett Hyde.
Well, after a relatively dry day here in the Quad Cities, finally some rain headed towards us. A line of non-severe showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two, pretty much is it as this moves into the region. Probably going to be here within this hour or so, and then be out of here within the next probably hour and a half. But we do have a few more chances for some showers as we head throughout the week, both Tuesday and Thursday, being the best 2 days of this week of seeing potentially some more rain. And we've actually continued to stay a little bit below normal. Our monthly average certainly could use a little bit more, especially further up north. Then we'll talk about our next rain chances within the next weekend and what the week ahead looks like in your full forecast here in Fox 18 News at 9.
Coming up, new information about a massive fire that burned down a Davenport home where 7 people escaped. What was demolished tonight? And guilty of first-degree murder, how long it took for the jury to bring down that verdict to the man who shot and killed a person in Burlington. Fox 18 News at 9 starts now.
Live from the Local 4 News studios, this is Fox 18 News at 9 in high definition.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for this late edition of Fox 18 News at 9. I'm Eric Zizich. Now, first on Fox tonight, we're learning more about a Davenport home destroyed by a fire in May that remains under investigation. We're taking a deeper look into those circumstances. It's our top story at 9. Now, Fox 18 captured this video tonight of the demolition process. You can see a crew taking down the porch this evening. It goes down right there. The fire happened May 12th around 1 in the morning on Gaines and 9th Streets. We were the only station at the scene, and 4 adults and 3 kids got out of the home safely for what firefighters called a suspicious fire. And Fox 18's Linda Cook joins us live in the newsroom with what the Davenport Fire Marshal has confirmed about that home. Linda?
Thanks, Eric. I was on the scene that early morning. A witness told me he heard a loud bang, saw someone run from the area, and then his Davenport home on Gaines Street went up in flames. He said he lived there and helped others who lived there escape. This is video I shot that night as crews are working overnight to put out the flames. Now, as the home sits charred and boarded up on that busy part of Davenport, we've been continuing to seek out answers. I spoke recently with Davenport Fire Marshal James Morris. He says the structure, which was completely destroyed, was a single-family home converted into a side-by-side duplex. The fire marshal confirmed the investigation is ongoing. Local 4 News, Fox 18 will provide updates when we can. In the newsroom, I'm Linda Cook, Fox 18 News.
Linda, we appreciate that update and the investigation. Now, a Burlington man found guilty of first-degree murder after an 8-day trial. A Des Moines County jury returned the verdict against 26-year-old Devontae Davis this weekend. That's for the murder of 27-year-old Ronaldo Villarreal of Burlington. He was also found guilty of intimidation with a dangerous weapon, going armed with intent, and possession of a firearm by a felon. Now, Davis shot Villarreal at an after-hours party early in the morning on September 8th, 2019. Davis was arrested the next day, and sentencing for him has been set for August 12th. He faces a maximum of life in prison without parole. A Clinton woman and Davenport man behind bars accused of stealing a camper and a truck in Long Grove. 42-year-old Amy Smith and 25-year-old David Bessalou are both charged with first-degree theft. Shortly before 7:45 Thursday night, a deputy was called to the 30,000 block of Scott Park Road about a stolen Ford F-150 pickup truck and a camper. Authorities say they found Bessalou and Smith in the camper and made the arrest when they came out. Now, court documents show Bessalou told officers that Smith bought the camper for $300 a few weeks before without knowledge it was stolen, and they're worth a combined $33,000. Those vehicles. Smith is being held in a $10,000 bond with an arraignment set for July 15th. Meanwhile, Bessalou is due in court a week later. Now, getting up close and personal with one of the most powerful machines. Trains on display once again this year in Galesburg. The 43rd annual Railroad Days happening this weekend. People experienced a railroad tram tour, petting zoo, and firefighters water challenge. They also had a model train and toy show. And the festival this year did not have train yard tours like they typically do because of the pandemic. But Fox 18's Kalani Bowles takes us there.
Camaraderie, family, and collectors have descended on the town of Galesburg for the 43rd annual Railroad Days.
The railroad kind of built Galesburg, not initially, but when it came here, it roared into town pretty good, and it stayed. And we're very fortunate to have that.
Kevin Ramquist, who was one of about 3 dozen men and women at a daytime gathering observing trains in and out of the town, tells me times like this are made possible only by having his pals around to enjoy the spectacle.
These guys make it. It's the trains. We have a good time down here. It's just the camaraderie of it all. Just the 1 week in a year that we can get together and hang out and have a good time.
Then there's a toy train show, which allows collectors and enthusiasts alike the opportunity to add to their collection or pick up some cool new toys.
I like it a lot. I'm a big train buff. I do custom work for model trains, so being here is kind of a perfect event. We didn't have it last year, so this year is kind of bigger.
Nicholas tells me the enjoyment in collecting trains can be shared by almost anybody and even passed on through generations.
Any age can really do it. You know, kids, grandparents can get their grandchildren into it. You know, grandchildren get older. You know, they can start to flourish in the hobbies.
Mike Slater says events like this bring enjoyment to him because of the positive impact and light it brings to the community.
Anything that's positive is great. Anywhere people can get together, different backgrounds, different parts of the nation, and we're all basically, we kind of call each other brothers and sisters.
In Galesburg, Kalani Bowles, Fox 18 News.
Thanks, Kalani. And don't worry if you missed it. The train hasn't left the station yet. Railroad Days continues through tomorrow evening in Galesburg. Now check this out. Over 30 geese making their presence known on the new I-74 bridge. It stopped traffic for at least 20 minutes on the Iowa side early this afternoon. While they were waiting, these are pictures taken by Adrian Shaw. We appreciate those. And you can see Bettendorf police stepping in to make sure that gaggle of geese made it across the bridge safely. Such good news there. A little bit of a wait, but still a fun scene for people, Garrett, as they were driving on I-74. Those geese just hanging out on a cloudy day in the 70s.
Yeah, you just can't win with these bridges around here. I mean, Arsenal's open half the time. Now you got geese on the 70. It's just...
You know, first world problems.
I know. But at least, unfortunately, today, rain really hasn't been much of an issue for us here in the Quad Cities. If you are out and about, well, I hope you have that umbrella handy. We might have a quick little bit of brief downpour briefly as it continues to move its way on out of the area very quickly this evening before more dry time is on the way for your day tomorrow. We'll talk about our next rain chances, though, coming up this week in your full forecast after this break.
Fox 18 is first at 9. With Eric Zizich, meteorologist Garrett Hyde, and sports with Dustin Nolan. You're watching Fox 18 News at 9.
Trust your taste buds and add some flavor to your day with these irresistible savings from Fairway. On sale this week, Georgia Yellow Peaches are only 97 cents a pound. Yoplait yogurt is just 29 cents. Frito-Lay Lay's or Kettle Cooked chips are 3 for only $5.55 when you buy 3. Pepsi or Mountain Dew products are 4 for only $8.88. Online ordering is now available at fairway.com.
Other dealers make promises. Green Buick GMC makes it happen with the selection you're looking for. Get here today and take $65.50 home and savings when you drive a new Buick Enclave. You pay $41.95. Or take $43.50 home and savings when you drive a new Buick Encore for only $23,355. Current Buick and GMC owners get an additional $500 on new Buicks. Plus, we'll buy from you, even if you don't buy from us, only at Green Buick GMC. You got to go to Green. Driving the Quad Cities for over 30 years.
Green, gotta go to Green.
On your mark, get set. Sign up for the 30th Annual Quad Cities Senior Olympics, held July 26th through 31st at 2 primary sites, Augustina College and the Center for Active Seniors Incorporated. There are 100 events in 3 divisions: athletics, creative arts, and performing arts. Medals are given in 5-year age groups, and a $30 entry fee entitles you to enter as many events as you can schedule. To find out more, go to qcsogo.org or call 309-786-1677.
Fox 18 supports Senior Olympics as a proud community partner.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Jerry presiding.
Trust me, I know crazy.
Judge Jerry.
Weekday mornings at 6 on Fox 18. Meteorologist Garrett Hyde with your local pinpoint forecast on Fox 18.
So overnight last night, we really didn't see much full rain in the Quad Cities, where things were pretty dry other than the fact that we picked up about 0.04 of an inch from this morning. Most of the heavier rainfall fell off to our northwest and down to our more southeasterly portions of, at least beyond our viewing area, more towards central Illinois. Though we are looking at this line that has started to develop just off more towards central Iowa and eventually working its way into the region here on the western half of our viewing area, bringing in a good amount of rain across the area. Bit of a zoom in here. You can see what the precipitation rates are out of some of these, putting down at least 1.5 inches to 2.25 inches per hour. So that's a good quick downpour for some of these cells. They really aren't sticking around for very long. So even though that these are putting down a lot of rain, they're not going to be sticking around for that hour, so you're not going to be seeing a good amount of that rain in a short, or at least a lot of that rain coming down all at once, I should say. But up further down to the south, a little bit more towards just north Mount Pleasant, another cell as well, putting down about 0.5 inch to 1.75 inches per hour for that precipitation rate. Again, not necessarily seeing that sticking around for very long. As you can see how quickly a lot of these cells have been moving through the region. This loop started just at about 8 o'clock or so, and you can see how just briefly that moves around within the past 2 hours or so. So with that being said, at least a few of these showers will eventually continue to move its way through the area, bringing in our next batch of rain. But after this clears out, we'll continue to see more drier conditions, especially as we head into the day here on Sunday, which will be real nice to have after having a good amount of rain on and off. But we don't stay too dry for too long, because as we head into the work week Monday, that'll bring in our next chance for showers and thunderstorms, and then back up again as we head towards the upcoming work week on Tuesday. Otherwise, though, as we head into the next couple of days or so, things are going to continue to stay pretty mild temperature-wise, but we'll continue to deal with a little more humidity due to the actual moisture and the rain chances on and off. Now, all week, I don't think it'll be a total washout, but we'll continue to see a few isolated to scattered rain chances throughout the week, with Tuesday and Thursday, again, being the best chances for that. But otherwise, looking ahead towards next weekend, holiday weekend, 4th of July, things looking to be more comfortable and a lot drier when we actually want to be outside and watching a little more fireworks outside as opposed to this weekend.
Yes, we'll take rain all week if we can get a clear weekend.
As long as it dries out that weekend, it'll be a lot nicer,
yes,
for sure.
Garrett, thank you. Now, still to come, how the Cardinals do against the Pirates on the diamond today, and who could get a win on the hardwood at the Justin Sharp Memorial Shootout. Dustin Nolan has the highlights of your athletes next on Fox 18. Use it now.
Fox 18 News is brought to you by Green Chevrolet.
Have you seen the new Fox Sports app? Check this out. It's been designed so you can easily find everything that's important to you. You get all the top stories and scores, and then you tap here, and boom, you're watching sports live on Fox.
Carissa, the best part for us in the Quad Cities is this app lets us favorite and follow our preferred teams and players.
Also, there's even bonus cameras. It's got everything. The all-new Fox Sports app. Get it? Use it. You'll love it.
After my accident, I needed help.
The car was wrecked, and then the bills.
The insurance company was giving me the runaround.
You don't need talk from the insurance company. You need to take back what's been taken away from you. Get every dollar you're entitled to. This is your one opportunity to go after all the money you're owed. Everything. Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678, Hupie and Abraham, right now.
Welcome to the new Fantasy Island, a sneak peek at Fox's new summer drama.
Action!
What can the island do for you?
Watch a sneak peek of Fantasy Island Sunday, July 4th at 9:30 on Fox 18.
Mercy Me, Inhale, Exhale 2021. Mercy Me is back live and in person. One night for you to be refreshed. One night to be encouraged again with special guest Micah Tyler. November 11th in Moline at Tax Slayer Center. Tickets available now at mercyme.org. Encouragement is back. Mercy Me with Micah Tyler. Inhale, Exhale. November 11th at Tax Slayer Center. Tickets and details at mercyme.org.
Are you ready? We are. This is your Mississippi Valley Fair, August 3rd through 8th with Jason Aldean, Low Cash, Shinedown, Old Dominion, Pitbull, and Craig Morgan. The biggest names in music and tons of family fun. The Diamonds are back on the Kimberly Car City stage. Tickets on sale at Hy-Vee stores, Quick Star, Great Southern Bank, and online at mvfair.com. This is your Mississippi Valley Fair.
Local sports with Dustin Nolan.
We're in the second day of the 17th annual Justin Sharp Memorial Shootout at Rock Island High School. 32 teams lacing it up for a shot to be named tournament champions. Moline beating Bettendorf yesterday to move on to the quarterfinals this morning, and that's where we start. Moline versus Peoria Notre Dame. We start in the first half. Maroons up in this one. Brock Harding to Rob Pulliam, who finishes at the hoop. Nice basket for Moline. They lead 27-18. Later, Moline looking to add to their lead. Brock Harding is going to nail this nice two here. Maroons go into the half up 29-18. Second half, Rob Pulliam driving to the hole, finishes with the one-handed slam. 35-18 Moline. More from Moline. Brock Harding driving to the paint and dishing out to Rob Pulliam, and he does the rest as Moline advances to the semifinals game in the winners bracket with a 51-30 win. Now to the semifinals game as Moline taking on Cedar Falls. First half, Brock Harding drives to the paint, and he's going to get the basket plus a foul to go with it. 7-6 Moline. Later in the action, Kyle Taylor going around. He's going to find Grant Welch, and Welch is good for the three. Moline up 13-6. Still in the first half, Brock Harding going through traffic. Nice pass to Rob Pulliam, and he's going to finish at the basket for the two. Moline still in the lead in this one. More from Moline and more from Rob Pulliam as he pulls up. Nothing but net. 17-8. Moline leads as they go on to win this one 69-66 in overtime. They advance to the title game. Now let's go to that title game. It's the championship. Metamora versus Moline. First half, Brock Harding with a nice layup. Maroons getting things going. Later, it's going to be Brock Harding to Rob Pulliam for the nice basket. What a play there. Maroons up 5-4. Still in the first, Moline turning up the defense. Rob Pulliam with still here, and he's going to take it the other way and finishes with a layup. 11-9 Moline. Moline not done yet. Kyle Taylor wide open, and he's going to make them pay from beyond the arc, and he gets the net there. Now to the second half. Kyle Taylor looking for another three, and he's going to get it here as he pulls up, nails the three from beyond the arc. Moline leads 38-34. Later in the second, check out this play. Rob Pulliam, he's going to drive, and he's going to get the one-handed slam. That's the play of the night as Moline goes on to win this one 64-56, and we'll hear from the champs coming up on Local 4 News at 10.
All right, exciting stuff. We'll look forward to that. And when we take a look outside, that was inside. We'll take a look at some of these rain chances. Garrett, we've been trying to avoid it like a good boxer all weekend long.
Except we only kind of needed a little bit more. We've been kind of dodging a lot of that here in the Quad Cities. But we've got some more chances headed into the week. But by next weekend, holiday weekend, things looking to be a little bit dry.
Thanks for joining us for this late edition. Have a great night.
Are you looking for a job that makes you leave every day feeling better about what you do? Now is your chance at Handicap Development Center. We're now hiring qualified applicants to work with individuals every day by creating opportunities for them to succeed, achieve, grow, and to be happy. At HDC, our employees become part of these individuals' everyday lives. Apply online now. HDC is hiring immediately for these positions and more for full-time with benefits. Plus, be able to have an outstanding work and life balance. Become part of the team that changes not only their lives, but your life. Apply today.
We're more than a radio station. We're your neighbors, investing time in our community. We're mentors, guiding the next generation of broadcasters. We're supporters of veterans, partners with social service agencies, and investigators of history. We're dedicated sports fans. We're committed to the stories that make the Quad Cities unique. We are KALA Radio, 88.5 FM, 106.1 FM.